That single momentary flash of the weight light is something no Humvee owner wants to see. In this video, we're going to go over some ways to diagnose what might be wrong with your start box. That way you can try to do some tests and save some money rather than buying a $1,300 box of electronic wizardry. To fix the glow plug system, we're going to have to understand how it works and a little bit about its history.
The glow plugs are controlled by the Protective Control Box, or PCB. As you can see, it connects the engine wiring harness and the underdash wiring harness together. It is responsible for the critical electrical functions of the Humvee, including the ignition, glow plugs, starter, and the heater blower motor. Of all the things the Army had to buy and maintain, the PCB was the most failed item in the entire inventory. Some of the early Humvee PCBs were found to fail in a variety of different ways, sticking electrical solenoids that caused the glow plugs to melt, or it would simply short out and burn the entire truck to the ground. There have been no fewer than 5 models of PCB made since Humvee production began. With differences between the various manufacturers for even the same model, that's 11 variations. Smart Start system was created to correct these issues, and it has now become the standard box installed in all new Humvees. The box itself also has a third connector that an Army Tech Bulletin listed as being used for a diagnostic port. I contacted the manufacturer to find out more about this, but they didn't provide any information.
If you're trying to figure out what's going on with your glow plugs, start with your batteries. Make sure you got good voltage there on each battery, because if the batteries aren't good, you're going to just be chasing your tail. It's an aftermarket key, but the original Humvee ignition switch is behind here. So it's not one of those cheap Chinese keys that fries the start box. The ground for the PCB is normally through the bolts that mount it to the body. But one thing that can be added is a grounding cable. So this cable runs from here, back around, over across the back of the engine to the main vehicle ground on the cylinder head, providing the PCB a good ground path rather than just through the body.
The Humvee originally used a glow plug controller, similar to what was used in the 6.2-liter GM and even the 6.9-liter Ford diesel pickups of the time.
While the technical manual does provide for diagnosing the glow plug system, even the most recent update's only from 2009, and it doesn't include anything about the Smart Start system. It's all based on the old glow plug controller. On the Smart Start boxes, these are just a temperature sending unit. The connector's tight, and for the first few months I had no issues with the weight light. Now it just comes on and flashes. So I'm going to reach down here and pull one of the glow plug wires off. And then I can use that to connect my multimeter. To connect to the glow plug wire, I've just got a banana clip that I can insert, and it takes the place of the plug, and it just comes out. I can then clip that to the lead on my multimeter and make sure I'm not grounding that out. So let's take a look and see what we get for voltage at the glow plugs when the weight light just flashes. Nothing. That's 0.
As always, disconnect the batteries while performing any work involving electrical wiring. Not doing so is one of the leading causes of damaging the PCB or Smart Start box.
To diagnose this, I'm going to disconnect this connector on the temperature sending unit, and then we'll check and see what the result is on the weight light and if we get power to the glow plugs. So with no TSU connected, I get a flashing weight light, but I also have 24 volts at the plugs, and then it drops to 5. For the final test, I've got a brand new Nartron temperature sending unit that I've connected in. I'm not worried about putting it in the water yet, I just want to see what happens. So I waited a couple minutes after the last test because I don't want to stack the glow plugs. Stacking the glow plugs is when you repeatedly cycle them, and essentially you can overheat them and pop them. With the glow plugs cooled off, let's try it with the Nartron TSU and see what happens. So now I get constant weight light and 22 volts. And the weight light goes out just like it's supposed to. So what this tells me is I don't have to replace my start box. I just had a bad temperature sensing unit. Using the drain in the lower radiator hose, drain some coolant out. That way you don't get an engine valley full of coolant when you take the TSU out. With the size of the temperature sending unit, unless you have an 1.5-inch deep well socket, you're probably going to be using an adjustable wrench to get this thing out. But it is doable without taking a whole lot of stuff off. You don't have to take the air intake off or anything like that. A few turns, it should just unthread. Before I reinstall it, I applied some Permatex thread sealant with PTFE. The number for that is 80632, and that'll seal the pipe threads on the temperature sending unit. And the sending unit just goes into place. I'm just going to hand tighten it until it stops. I'm only giving it about a half turn total. On the connector side, I'm just going to put a little bit of dielectric grease in there just to help the terminal seal and prevent corrosion. On the connector, there's a big key which aligns with the slot on the temperature sending unit. Line that up and push it in place. If anyone has any additional comments, tips, or tricks on how to check glow plugs or the Smart Start system, feel free to leave them in the comments. As always, thanks for watching.